Violet stirred in her sleep, strong arms wrapped around her. It felt so good. She instinctively snuggled closer, murmuring softly. She'd never felt this safe and secure, and his scent totally intoxicating. She chuckled low in his chest as she nuzzled his neck, her nose brushing his skin. She moaned softly, pressing closer, and he laughed. This wasn't right. Violet suddenly understood what was going on. It was Asher Nightshade messing with her head. But how? She hadn't looked directly into his eyes, had she? A million questions raced through her mind, but she knew she had to snap out of this dream first. She remembered a book about dream manipulation. The only way out of such manipulative dreams was to put yourself in danger. The 4-story drop outside her window should do the trick, she thought. She was ready to jump. From her window, the ground looked miles away. For a second, she hesitated. What if she actually died? Well, if that happened, at least this nightmare would be over. Anything was better than another second with this psycho. She jumped. The fall felt like forever, the wind rushing past her face. She braced for impact, but when she opened her eyes, she was back in Asher's room, perfectly fine. Oh no, what was happening? Why was she being targeted? She hadn't even done anything to get his attention. She glared at Asher, pure hatred coursing through her. This was all his fault. Furious, she stormed toward him, ready to make him pay. Other students might worship him, but she'd rather die than let him get away with this. Remembering Griffin's move, she grabbed Asher's neck. "What the hell have you done to me?" she snarled, her voice shaking with anger. Everything had happened so fast, twisting her reality and leaving her mind spinning. And then he grinned. He actually grinned, like she was some kind of entertainment. That smug, infuriating smirk made her blood boil. She tightened her grip on his neck, wanting him to know she wasn't playing games. That's when things got weird. The scene shimmered like a dream changing, and when Violet blinked, she was on top of Asher, straddling him on the bed. All the blood drained from her face. This was Asher's world. He was in control, pulling all the strings. She tried to get off him, but he said, "Calm down, baby." A wave of calmness washed over her, her body relaxing against her will. Oh no, how do I get out of his manipulation, this dream? Violet wanted to freak out, to fight, but it was like all the fight had been sucked out of her. Asher adjusted, sitting up and holding Violet in his arms like they were a couple, not two people who'd just been battling for control. A blush crept up her cheeks when she realized she was sitting right on top of him. She was disgusted by this manipulative jerk, but her body wasn't playing along. It was drawn to his intense pull. She clung to what little control she had left. It wasn't hard to figure out what Asher was thinking, not with that dark, hungry look in his eyes, like he wanted to swallow her whole. They'd met only once that day, and this was the longest they'd ever talked. Yet here he was, looking at her like he'd been waiting for her forever. Violet's feelings were all tangled up, a mess of confusion. Just as she was about to say something sassy and break whatever spell he was trying to cast, Asher spoke. "You're finally here, my purple queen." "What?" Violet choked out, completely thrown. "Not again." Confusion washed over her. Asher was again talking like they'd known each other forever, but she knew they hadn't for a while. "I thought you weren't going to show up. You know, I was considering how to come get you. You have no idea how much work it took to bring you here, little purple." Violet was stunned. "Do I know you?" Violet finally asked, finding her voice. "Yes, my purple queen. You called, and I answered." "What?" Violet blurted out, totally lost. What did he mean? Asher's eyes locked onto hers, dark and intense. He didn't blink. Then he quoted her own words back to her, special skills. 1. Giving amazing services. 2. Giving a killer lap dance. And 3. You haven't seen anything until you've seen me in bed. Ice shot through Violet's veins. Her face went white. No. There was no way. This can't be true. What the hell? It was this creepy guy who accepted her and sent all those letters for her. Watching her shocked reaction, Asher grinned like a predator who'd just cornered its prey. "We're in bed right now, my purple queen," he purred. "And now is the time to demonstrate your special skills. Just start already. I'm waiting." Oh no. Violet lied on her application, hoping it would keep her out. She never imagined that lie would be the very thing to pull her in and bring her the greatest troubles of her life. Violet was nothing like she mentioned in the application, but now this dangerous alpha himself was demanding she play the part she made up. How will Violet survive this? And who among the mighty Cardinal Alphas will win her over?